Every one of us has his own habits, behaviors, choices, and perceptions in this life. But the most important thing is to know how these habits inculcate in ourselves unconsciously, or without noticing the details that create them. That's why, the book The Power of Habit by the author Charles Duhigg is a roadmap to know the power of habits, their impact, their structure, and the things that control them. In the first part of this summary, we will discuss the following ideas: how habits work, how to create new habits, the golden rule of habit change, and keystone habits. The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Scientists and experts in the field of neuroscience and research in the fields of social patterns, habits, and customs say that habits inculcate in ourselves because the brain is responsible for them, and through these habits, the brain is always searching for ways to save effort. Therefore, it tries to transform anything we do routinely to a habit and a repetitive action. We can try to understand this well if we knew the benefits of habits for the human brain. Habits allow our mind to relax. Habits save effort. An active brain requires less space. Stop thinking about primal behaviors all the time, for example, walking, eating, choosing your food, etc. But the problem here is that saving the effort that the habit does is a little bit tricky. If the energy of our brain decreased at the wrong moment, we may fail to notice something important, such as a wild animal hiding behind bushes, or a speeding car passing from the street. Bit to remember, habits are created in the brain to save effort, but they are also a little bit tricky. According to a group of experiments and research carried out by many scientists and specialists, habits are created by having a cue, and both routine and a reward, then the desire. For example, when a smoker sees a cue, which is a pack of cigarettes, his brain begins to anticipate the dose of nicotine, as just seeing the pack of cigarettes is enough for the brain to crave the flow of nicotine, and if he didn't have the predicted amount of nicotine, his desire increases until the person holds the cigarette without thinking and starts smoking it. But despite this great impact, these desires do not control us completely, so we don't lose our power completely. There are some mechanisms by which we can ignore all these temptations. And in order to create positive habits for yourself, you can also use this combination. For example, if you want to exercise on a daily basis, choose a cue, such as going to the gym every day. Choose a reward, such as a glass of juice. Think of that juice and the endorphin rush you feel when you exercise. Bit to remember, habits are created by having a cue, a routine, and a reward. Any one of us can change his habits, and the social patterns in which he was raised, only if he is aware of the mechanisms that control this. Once you realize the cues and the rewards, changing your habits will be halfway done, and the truth is that we can program our minds, we just have to slow down, search and study. For example, if you want to stop eating fast food, is the reward to satiate your hunger? Or to eliminate boredom? If you're eating these meals to feel better temporarily, you can easily find another routine, such as a short walk or a break with a friend. What does this mean to us? It means that we are able to change our habits and behavior patterns when we identify cues and rewards. Bit to remember, a person can change his habits and behaviors when he identifies cues and rewards. A number of studies and research have proven that families who have dinner outside the home, their children are doing well in the school and their self-confidence is high when compared to other children. Also, arranging bed every day makes a person more productive than people who do not care about these organization habits. This means that these initial behaviors seem to be very normal, but they contribute to make transformations that are a chain of reactions that help other good habits to inculcate and remain. If you focus on changing or fixing your keystone habits, you will certainly have an endless chain of changes surrounding that change. But this is not as easy as we imagine. In order to identify the keystone habits, you must know their place. Discovering habits means looking for certain characteristics that help other non-core habits to flourish and develop. Bit to remember, if you focus on changing or fixing your keystone habits, you will change the habits surrounding that change.